Do you guys want to learn how to double or even triple your tips when on the truck? Watch this video. All right, guys, I say it in every video, I say it every time. Click the link in the video description below to join the Discord channel. We have almost 1,000 members. It's a really awesome community. I'm there all the time. You can ask me any question. I literally live in my Discord channel. All of my resources for free are also in there. The pricing guide, check-in, check-out sheet, audio recordings, employee handbook, every resource that everybody else is charging for, I have for free. Check out the Discord. It's an app that you can install on your computer, your phone, and it's a little chat room where we can all get to know each other, ask questions, and build our junk removal business together. So please join the Discord channel. You won't regret it. Hope to see you in there. What up, guys? My name's Andrew. I'm a serial entrepreneur, software engineer, and a junk removal business owner. I started a junk removal business as a stepping stone to return to my passion of technology and apps. I invite you to stick around, hang out, and follow me on my journey from becoming a junk removal business titan to building a billion-dollar home services app. By the way, real quick, before we get into the video, guys, it is my birthday, May 20th. I am going live at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my channel, so it should just pop up around 2:30, 3 p.m. I am going live with Dave, the Captured Fish, from Lug Stars. He's also on my Discord channel. He started a YouTube channel and his junk removal company back in January, I think. So he's been in business for about 5 months, I think. He's doing an awesome job, and we are gonna go live and answer any questions you guys have and just chat. It's my birthday. I'm turning 36. I hope you guys are there. If you don't come and support me on my birthday, I'm gonna be really sad. But yeah, prepare your questions, guys, because we are gonna go live, have the little live chat, and hope to see you there. This Saturday, May 20th, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, let's dive in. As always, guys, diet, caffeine-free Coke. I used to drink 3 to 5 of these a day. It's like my one guilty pleasure. I try to be healthy in all other aspects of my life. I've been not being too healthy lately, but I'm trying to cut this down to just 2 a day, then 1 a day. The next year, I'm gonna quit Diet Coke. Small Diet Coke rant. But today, my friends, I don't know why I've waited so long to make this video, because I mention it in a lot of videos, but it deserves its own video. In one of my previous videos, I break down the tips, right? And I compare the tips from the original PAX machine, right? The PAX machine. Yeah, you can see the logo, right? This is a very popular machine against the Clover machine. And you'll see that I freak out, or actually I don't freak out, but because I've already known that the tips doubled. In some cases, it tripled, but it averaged out over the entire year that my employees made double. Yes, double tips. Now, if you think about, my employees make about 500 bucks a week in tips, right? They used to make like $200 in tips a week. But then now, I mean, I have weeks where they make $1,000 in tips. And yes, it all comes down to the credit card machine. Now, we're gonna talk about the reasons why I prefer the credit card machine over Venmo. I reject Venmo, I reject Zelle, unless it's like they have to. Like there's some cases where they convince me that is the only way they can pay. I have to do a check, it's net 45, fine. But 99% of my transactions will always be with a credit card machine. Now, let's say you can't get the Clover because it's too expensive. I think it's 500 bucks and you have to pay for it, right? It sucks, but it's so worth it. And you have to get a different credit card machine. I think this is 200 or 300, the PAX machine. I would still recommend getting a credit card machine. It looks more professional. It looks like you mean business, and you're still gonna get tips. Now, yes, you can use your phone. You can sync with House Call Pro Pay, Workies Pay, QuickBooks, PayPal. You could even use these dinky little Bluetooth readers. I got them all. These are dumb. They work in the beginning. These things, they will get you by until you can afford to buy a real credit card machine. Now, here are the reasons why the credit card machine is better, in my humble opinion. Tips. Your employees are gonna be so much happier. If you're still on the truck, you're gonna be so much happier. Employee satisfaction is so important. If they're getting bigger tips, they're gonna be more inspired to do a better job. You go to my Discord channel, there's a handful, 2 handfuls of people in my Discord saying, oh my God, Andrew, you were right about the Clover machine. And this secret never came out until I posted this very first video, 11 steps or something to making $1,000 a day with a credit card machine. That video I posted 6, 8 months, I don't know how long ago, 6 to 8 months ago. Nobody talked about weird, minute details like what credit card machine to use. Because I think most people just are like, oh, I just want to collect money from the job. Or I just want to collect the money and be done. You know, I'm getting paid for junk removal, it's big enough, but you can make more money. These machines are insane, and I can't explain to you how important it is, and I'm gonna try to show you. I'm gonna try to show you why I think there's a difference. But anyway, employee satisfaction, that's one of the most important reasons. Number 2, you look more professional. You don't have employees or yourself pulling out your personal cell phone number, typing in their credit card. You're not collecting payment later. You're not sending it to a Zelle. It is a seamless transaction. And now I know some of you might be like, what about the credit card fee? What about it? Raise your prices by 2.5%. So if your full load price, because you're gonna be paying anywhere from 1.5 to 3%, right? Just depends on the credit card and depends on the merchant processor, which we're gonna talk about in a minute. But let's say my full load in Ventura is $7.95 times 0.025%. Just increase your price on the full load by $20. Or you can even tack on a service charge, you know, and then you're fine. Or just eat it. I have my prices high enough to where the credit card fees don't mean anything at the end of the month by how much tips we make and how much we collect on payments of the seamless transaction of people not having to send Zelle or Venmo and wait for the little Bluetooth connecty thing and using your personal cell phone. This is really bad, especially when you have employees, because you don't want employees taking customers' credit card numbers on their personal cell phone. No, you don't want that. So that's why I think it's very important that you guys switch to a credit card machine, and it prints out a freaking receipt, which is awesome. 0.5% of people ask me for an invoice because they get the receipt. They don't care about the invoice, which saves you more time. I know you can just open up WorkEase and hit send invoice, I know, but still, it's a step that it saves you. I rarely ever get asked for an invoice, only if it's a large transaction or if it's commercial. Rarely do I ever have to make invoices because it spits out a receipt. It's fucking awesome. And you just hand the receipt to the customer, boom. And also, I've been in business for about 1.5 years now. I have never once had a single chargeback, not one, which I'm proud of. And I think it's due to the fact that I make sure my employees are very honest. They use the credit card machine. They talk about the pricing ahead of time, all that stuff. Now, let's get into why. It's very simple. 2 reasons. Psychology. Second reason, professionalism. You get out with your hat, your shirt, your truck, you look clean, you look good, you do a good job. You're not with a dinky little cell phone looking all like suspicious. Like anytime somebody takes my credit card and puts it into their phone, I'm always thinking like, what if they got an app with malware and it's collecting credit cards? The same could happen with this, yes, I get it, but it's a lot different on somebody's cell phone versus a machine that is inherently built for security and credit cards. Versus your phone, you know, you have an app. If you're on an Android phone, shit, you can easily get malware or some shit, and then, you know, people are collecting data through your phone and whatever. It just seems more professional and secure, and I feel more comfortable when a company pulls out this machine versus a little cell phone. Now, let's talk about psychology. You know Starbucks. We all know Starbucks. They ask for the $1 tip before they even charge you. These machines do the same thing. Real quick, guys, if you want the Clover machine, you like what you're seeing here, please sign up through me. I get a little bonus. Check the link below. Helps me out. If you sign up through my guys, they'll also hook you up. Clover machine will change your life, I promise. So, I charged up my old machine. I haven't used this machine. I had to actually go get my password to my old account. I had to like reset it up and everything because I haven't used my PAX machine, which is payanywhere.com. That's what I used in the beginning, and it's pretty cool. Looks like this. So we are going to do express item on this machine for $1. Okay, so I added an express item for $1, not charging me $1,000 right now. And it now says take the credit card from the customer. That's what I'm gonna do with this machine. I am going to put that in, remove card. Okay, I have given the credit card back to the customer. Approved. Okay, now look, the customer then signs and they're gonna tip. It asks for the tip here. And you can see how that is, okay. Okay, whatever, yeah, the tip is there. We're just gonna do continue. We're not gonna tip. Andrew doesn't deserve a tip, okay? And what the hell? The receipt did not print on this machine for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, it would then print the receipt and you would rip off the receipt and give it to them, okay? Now, let's go to the Clover machine. Now, if you caught what happened there, I took the customer's credit card, I put the credit card in, gave them their credit card back, then I could give them the machine, and then they tip. They sign and they tip. Now let's watch the Clover machine. Okay, so Clover, here we go. We're just gonna go to sale, custom sale, $1, okay? Now here's the beautiful thing about Clover, watch closely, charge, bam. This is where you go and hand them the device. It has not asked for a credit card yet. Unlike the PAX machine, it did. I hand them the device, okay, like so. And then they could finish the process. So let's just watch, 10%, boom. Usually they give it back to you because they don't know exactly what to do, but sometimes the customers will finish the process themselves. So you can just be like, oh, just follow the steps. It's very simple. Insert, tap, or swipe. You'll help them if you need. They have tipped. You haven't even asked for the card. The machine is still in their hands. So then they'll hand the machine back to you or they'll hold it and grab their card. They've already tipped. Psychology-wise, think about it. It's like Starbucks. It's annoying, but it works. You then put in the card. Look how beautiful the UI is. Look how much sexier that is. Remove the card. Ding, ding. You hear those beautiful sounds? Boom, sign, done. Thanks for visiting Jedi Junk Removal. Hopefully I have receipt paper in this one. I want to show you guys. Okay, print receipt. Take your time. No receipt paper. That's why, guys. Sorry I wasn't able to show you the receipts. That was quite annoying. Now, asking for the tip, you hand them the machine and they've done nothing with their credit card and they have to choose a tip before putting in their credit card changes everything, doubles your tips. Because with the old machine, the PAX machine, you're taking their credit card, you're putting in the transaction, you're showing them the total, they say yes, you put in the credit card, they then sign, they're done. It just hits different when you haven't even been able to pay and you're asking them for a tip. Now, some of you might be like, oh, that's not cool. Well, fuck it. Starbucks does it. Everybody does it now, the whole asking for a tip. But the difference is, guys, is we're actually busting our asses off. We are sweating. We are almost dying sometimes. There's jobs that are like incredibly dangerous. You know, when you're going up flights of stairs with heavy things or you're working in wet conditions where you can slip and fucking crack your neck. That's how I look at it, is you're doing them a great service. That is why people tip. I have so many guys who have came from moving companies and worked with us in junk removal and they quit their moving jobs because they said the tips are 10 times better in junk removal. You know why? Is because moving is stressful. The people there are stressed. They're already paying so much money. They're already over it. When you remove somebody's clutter and they're kind of like, oh my God, that clutter's gone. Finally, I'm stress-free. I think they're more grateful. So that's why I think people tip bigger. If you want the Clover machine, you like what you're seeing here, please sign up through me. I get a little bonus. Check the link below. Helps me out. If you sign up through my guys, they'll also hook you up. I met him on a junk removal job. He's super cool. His name is Charlie and his assistant Haley. So I will put the link below to sign up with them and you'll contact them and all that stuff. The Clover machine will change your life, I promise. And if you guys do sign up with the Clover machine and you go through Charlie, I promise you he will give you the lowest rates possible. And real quick, let's discuss so you guys understand the credit card fees. I do want to educate you guys on how it works and why you want to be particular with what bank you get. You can talk to Charlie and Haley about this, but in order to get a payout on weekends, it really depends on which bank you use. I don't have every bank account, so you can start with yours, but getting deposits on Saturday is dependent upon the bank that you actually have. So the beautiful thing about the Clover machine, guys, Clover, and the merchant processor that you guys are gonna sign up through, Bank Card USA, which is who I recommend you use, but go through me, is they deposit on Saturdays. You get next day deposits, which is awesome. I don't think WorkEase and House Call Pro pay you next day if you use their pay system. You guys, if you can comment down below, let me know how often they pay you, because I'm pretty sure they use Stripe, right? And even when you build a relationship with Stripe, I think Stripe's payouts at least every 2 to 3 days, and I don't think they pay on Saturdays. So I use Chase Bank. Chase and Bank Card USA allow Saturday deposits. So I get paid Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sometimes it skips to Saturday, and then you'll have to wait, Saturday, Sunday, and then you get your payments on Monday. It is really important which bank you choose. Try it with your bank and see if you get Saturday deposits. If not, it just means you don't. So you can either A, deal with not having Saturday deposits, which I'm pretty sure is fine for most people, but if you really truly want Saturday deposits, which really does help if you have a lot of employees, trust me, switch to Chase. But yeah, real quick guys, don't sign up through Clover, because if you sign up through Clover, you're gonna get their merchant rates. How it works is you have a bank account, a merchant processor, and then a device. So a company will make a device, and generally you would actually use their merchant processor as well. So if you were to get the PAX machine, if you sign up on payanywhere.com, they might go through their merchant processor. But at the end of the day, the devices are just a piece of software with a web dashboard. That software and device links to a merchant processor. A merchant processor is what processes your credit cards. Back in the day, one of the really popular ones was like authorize.net. Now you have Stripe, which is a merchant processor, and then you have the merchant processor that I'm using, which is Bank Card USA. That merchant processor then takes the credit card transactions and then deposits into your bank. So it's 3 steps. You have the device, which is linked to a merchant processor, which then goes to your bank. So, you have 3 options to choose from. You get to choose the bank, the merchant processor, and the device. I use Chase, Bank Card USA, Clover device. Works phenomenal. That concludes the Clover and how to double your tips, even triple your tips video. I hope that helped. I hope you learned a little bit, because I promise you it will make a difference in your tips. The machine is $500. Please sign up through me. It helps me out. I'll put the link in the video description to sign up. The Clover machine is awesome, guys. And thank you so much for following my journey, guys, and being a part of my channel and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And remember, guys, success is often covered in dirt, but so is gold at one point. Toodles!